Hey, reading the Bible, Loke. Welcome back. I am recording. Yes. Let's see. Second Chronicles 3. So I've read some of this. Let's start with Second Chronicles 3:6. And he adorned the house with precious stones and the gold that was from Parvaim. He also overlaid the house with gold, the beams, the threshold, and its walls and its doors, and he carved cherubim on the walls. Now he made the room of holy of holies, holy of holies, holy of holies. Its length equaling the width of the house was 20 cubits, and its width was 20 cubits. And he overlaid it with 600 talents of gold. The weight of the nails was 50 shekels of gold. He also overlaid the upper rooms with gold. And in the Holy of Holies, he made two sculptured cherubim and overlaid them with gold. The wingspan of cherubim was 20 cubits. One wing of cherub was 5 cubits, reaching to the wall of the house, and its other wing of 5 cubits touched the other cherub's wing. The wing of the other cherub of 5 cubits touched the wall of the house, and its other wing of 5 cubits touched the wing of the first cherub. The wings of the first cherubim, extended 20 cubits. The cherubim stood on their feet, their faces toward the holy place. Okay. He made the veil between the holy place and the holy of holies, of blue, purple, crimson colors, and fine linen, and embroidered cherubim on it. He also made 2 pillars for the front of the house, 35 cubits high, and the capital on the top of each was 5 cubits. This sounds pretty hardcore. He made chains like a necklace in the inner sanctuary and put them on the tops of pillars. And he made 100 pomegranates and put them on the chains. That's next level. So your statue in the sanctuary had jewelry. Yeah, I like that. That goes hard. That goes hard, Solomon. All right. He erected the pillars in front of the temple, one on the right, one on the left. He named one on the right Jacques, and the one on the left Boz. Two R&B rappers, Jacques and Boz. Let's go. They know me and Josie. All right, Second Chronicles 4. Then Solomon made an altar of bronze, 20 cubits in length, 20 cubits in width, and 10 cubits in height. He also made the sea, that is the large basin used for ceremonial washing of cast metal, 10 cubits from brim to brim, circular in form, and 5 cubits in height, and circumference was 30 cubits. Ceremonial washing. So did he make a bathtub? Did he make a washing machine? It might be a little too advanced for a dishwasher. I ain't gonna say he didn't. Alright, moving along. Under it and entirely encircling it were figures of oxen, 10 to a cubit. The oxen were in 2 rows, cast in one piece. It stood on 12 oxen, 3 facing the north, 3 facing the west, 3 facing the south, 3 facing the east. And the sea was set up on top of them, and all of their hindquarters turned inward. I feel like a farmer could give me a good visual of that. It was a handbreadth thick. Its brim was made like the brim of a cup, like a lily blossom. It could hold 3,000 baths. So a bathtub. He also made 10 portable basins in which to wash. 5 on the right, 5 on the left. I'm feeling that. Lots of bathrooms, just like options. They would rinse things for the burnt offering in them. Oh, just meat. Nice. But the sea was for the priest to wash in. All right, I feel you now. We getting there. And he made 10 golden lampstands just as directed and set them in the temple, 5 on the right side and then 5 on the left. He also made 10 tables and placed them in the temple, 5 on the right, 5 on the left. And he made 100 basins of gold, or ceremonial. Moreover, he made the courtyard of the priests and the great courtyard for the people. And the doors for the courtyard, he overlaid their doors with bronze. He set the sea on the right side at the southeast corner. And Huram also made the pails for ashes, the shovels, and the basins. So Huram finished the work that he did for King Solomon in the house of God. The 2 pillars, the bowls, the capitals on the top of the 2 pillars, and the 2 lattice works to cover the 2 bowls of the capitals, which were on top of the pillars. The 400 pomegranates for the 2 lattice works. So I'm imagining the pomegranate being like a shiny charm, like different colors, like crystals, like something blue, something hard, like a rose gold type piece. Oh no, I don't know. My mind's, I'm imagining just something very colorful piece. 2 rows of pomegranates for each lattice to cover 2 bowls of the capitals on the pillars. He also made the stands, and he made the basins on the stands, and the 1 sea with the 12 oxen under it, the pails, the shovels, and the meat forks, and all the utensils. Huram made polished bronze for King Solomon for the house of the Lord. Yeah, only I use the silverware. That's hard. The king cast them on the plain of the Jordan, in the clay ground beneath Succoth and Zeredai. Solomon made all these utensils in such great quantity that the weight of the bronze could not be determined. Solomon also made all the articles that were in the house of God. He made the golden altar, the tables for the bread, just for the bread. See, it seems like fanatical, right? That's why I'm always kind of like, what if we just get fanatical about reading the Bible, right? Like, what if we just, what if we did some of this stuff and took it to that extent in our own lives and applied it? What would we? I mean, that's attention to detail, And the lampstands with their lamps of pure gold to burn in front of the inner sanctuary as directed. The flowers and lamps and the tongs of gold of purest gold. And the snuffers, the basins, the dishes, and the fire pans of pure gold. And for the entrance of the house, the inner doors of the holies and the doors of the holy place were of gold. All right, we're going on to 5. Thus all the work that Solomon did for the house of the Lord was finished. He brought in the things that his father David had dedicated. And he put the silver and the gold and all the utensils in the treasuries of the house of God. Then Solomon assembled the elders of Israel and all the heads of the tribes, the leaders of the fathers' households of the Israelites, in Jerusalem, to bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord up from the city of David, which is Zion. I know I'm trying to get to a good stopping point. All the men of Israel gathered before the king at the feast in the 7th month in July. It's kind of nice outside. All right. So here the Levites, they came to take the ark. Remember, the Levites were the only ones who could carry it. All right. They brought up the ark at the tent of the meeting and all the holy utensils that were in the tent. King Solomon and all the assembly who were gathered with him before the ark were sacrificing so many sheep and oxen they couldn't not be counted or numbered. That's wild. Then the priest brought the ark of covenant of Lord's to its place where it's supposed to be, to the inner sanctuary of the house and to the holy holies under the wings of the cherubim. For the cherubim spread out their wings over the place of the ark, marking a covering above the ark and its carrying poles. Okay. The poles were so long that the ends of the poles of the ark were visible from the front, but not visible from the outside. They are to this day. There was nothing in the ark except the 2 tablets, the 10 commandments. When the priest came out of the holy place, for all the priests who were present had sanctified themselves, separating themselves from everything unclean. I imagine it was such a... They didn't even know it till they stepped back outside. That's how it is once you touched. You didn't even realize it till you step back outside towards somebody else. You know, like when somebody say something crazy, you be like, yeah, nah, we cool, man. Y'all keep that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know till you step outside. And that's what reading the Bible does. Yeah, so we'll see you guys next time. I want you guys to keep reading the Bible on your own. Form your own opinion. You ain't gotta agree with me. You got your own perception of how you view things. Your own choices. Your own selections. Looks like you have a different appetite for food, for music, for politics, or whatever. Read the Bible, man. Change your life. All right. See you next time.